Here are some examples answer to common office assistant interview questions. Number 1. Can you describe your previous experience as an office assistant? You will say it. In my previous role as an office assistant at, you have to name the organization that you work before. You will say that I was responsible for managing the front desk, handling phone calls and email, scheduling appointments, and maintaining office supplies. I also supported the HR department by organizing files. HR means human resource, updating employee records and assisting with onboarding new employees. This experience helped me develop strong organizational and multitasking skills, which I believe are crucial for success in this role. Number 2. What office software are you most proficient in? The software that you work with in your previous organization where you work. You will say that I am highly proficient in Microsoft Office suite, including Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook. I use Word for drafting documents and report, Excel for data entry and managing spreadsheets, PowerPoint for creating presentation, and Outlook for email communication and calendar management. Additionally, I have experience with Google Workspace, particularly Google Docs and Sheets, which I use to collaboration with team members. Number 3 question. How do you prioritize tasks when faced with multiple deadlines? You have to say it. When faced with multiple deadlines, I start by listing all the tasks and identifying which ones are the most urgent and important. I then break down larger tasks into smaller, manageable steps and set a specific time frame for each. I use tools like task lists and calendar reminders to stay on track if necessary. I communicate with my supervisor to confirm priorities and adjust my schedules accordingly. This approach ensures that I meet all deadlines without compromising on quality. Question number 4. Tell me about a time when you had to manage conflicting priorities. This is a question that you have to answer. Tell me about time when you had to manage a conflicting priorities. You have to answer this. In my previous job, I was once asked to prepare a report for a meeting while also managing an unexpected client visit. I quickly assessed the situation and realized that the client visit was time sensitive. I greeted the client, made them comfortable, and briefly informed my manager about the situation. When the client was settled, I focused on preparing the report, prioritizing the most critical section to meet the deadline. I managed to complete both tasks on time, and my manager appreciated my ability to handle the situation efficiently. Question number 5. How would you handle a situation where the office ran out of critical supplies? You have to say it. If the office ran out of critical supplies, my first step would be to check if there is an immediate alternative available to keep operation running smoothly. Then I would notify my supervisors about the situation and place an urgent order to the needed supply. If the supply is something that could impact others in the office, I would communicate the issue to the relevant team members and provide an estimated time for when the supply will arrive. Finally, I would review the inventory management process to prevent such situation from happening in the future. Number 6 question. What step would you take if you notice recurring error in office procedures? You will answer, if I notice a recurring error in office procedures, I would first document the specific issues and gather information on how often it occurs and its impact on the office. I would then bring the issue to the attention of my supervisor and suggest potential solutions such as updating the procedures, providing additional training, or implementing a check system. My goal would be to ensure that the procedures is corrected and that the error does not continue to affect office operation. Question number 7. Can you describe a typical day for an office assistant in this company? This question is for you to ask the interviewer, so here is an example of how to phrase it. Can you describe a typical day for an office assistant in the company? I like to understand the day-to-day responsibilities and how this role contributes to the overall teams. These are answers should help you demonstrate your qualification and problem-solving abilities during your interview. Tailor your responses based on your own experience and the specific requirement of the job you are applying for. Thank you. Bye-bye.